We make living by what we has, but we make life by what we give. The greatness is not what we has, but it's what we give. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, my dear brothers and sisters and my dear friends, a very good morning to all. This is Karnika Salvapudi studying 10th class, standing with you to speak about charity. Charity brings back to life those who are spiritually dead. A man who he has never denied for the sake of giving, but enjoyed the glance of charity. But a man who has no charity deserves no mercy. To serve is everyone's desire, but to implement is Archana's motto. People who serve for the citizens and the nation are called patriotists, and I congratulate Archana team for implementing patriotism. I'm born in a country where mother is seated as goddess. I'm born in a country which has incredible history, tribute unity and diversity. I'm born in a country which is social, secular, democratic, and of course, I'm a proud Indian. India is a cradle of human race, birthplace of human speech, mother of history, grandmother of legends, and great-grandmother of tradition. I am very happy, energetic, and enthusiastic to speak about patriotism. Particularly, patriotism is not just a new sentiment or an emotional feeling. It is a passion to show love and serve. The intensity of patriotism is exhibited by the citizens either make up a country or break up a country. Speaking about patriotism is like showing love towards your mother. My mother is always superior to me. It doesn't mean that other mothers are inferior to me. This is what patriotism means. One nation, one mission, one identity. This is my country, India, said Mahatma Gandhi. The fastest growing economy in the world is India. The number one milk producer in the world is India. The largest constitution with 470 articles, 25 editions and 12 schedules, preciously written in 2 years, 11 months and 18 days is again India. But this India, even after 75 years of independence, is still labeled as a developing country. While over 65% of Indian population is young, energetic and dynamic. According to me, youth is a major force for this country. You can kill them, but not their ideas. You can crush them, but not their spirit inside them. You can just create records, but youth can break those records and rewrite the history. How can we ever forget the great sacrifices done by great persons like Bhagat Singh, Rajguru, Sukhdev, Mangal Pandey, Alluri Sitaramraju, and many more who have sacrificed for this motherland. They are honored in all ages. They died for this country and lived like legends. Their sacrifices and words are written in the golden words of history. You need not to join NCC, Army, Navy and whatever to exhibit your patriotism. Instead, you can do that by serving your fellow countrymen. Abdul Kalam sir said, try not to be handsome, but give your hand to serve. Service to men is service to God. I think all of us are aware about the recent Olympic Games which was hosted by Japan. And we were so excited when Mirabai Chanu bagged her first medal for India. But why are we so excited? We were not the player over there. We have not won that medal. Still, we are excited. It is because it's our country who had won that medal. It's our motherland. It's our flag. Tricolor Tiranga is flying high in the sky. Jai Jawan, Jai Kisan, said Lal Bahadur Shastri. Youth is the major role with infinite energy, infinite power, infinite workforce, infinite enthusiasm, infinite everything. But India is still sustaining, developing an independent and integrated India. Education is the most powerful weapon which you can use to change this world. Our teachers and parents should take the responsibility and initiative to manufacture the world's greatest resource, called student. A student should stress more on their talents, abilities, interests and limitations to introduce the best version of themselves to this world. Let me ask you a $1 million rupee question. Can you build a family without investing love? Obviously no, right? If you can't build a family without 4 persons, how can you imagine to build a nation with 125 crore people without investing the same love? A man standing at the border, willing to sacrifice his love, willing to sacrifice his life, willing to widow his wife, willing to orphan his children is not just a small issue, and I call him a real patriotist. I call it a true patriotism. I came from a nation where we greet each other by namaste, thinking that God is inside each and every human being. I came from a nation where we allow women like Indira Gandhi to be the Prime Minister and rule the rest, 60% of men. I came from a nation where we allow Muslim President APJ Abdul Kalam to rule the rest, 85% of Hindus. I came from a nation which has different castes, different cultures, different religions, different languages, but still sustaining, developing independent and integrated India, and I am a proud Indian. I would like to conclude my words by saying some of the words which was told by our former President APJ Abdul Kalam sir. I develop India by 2022 is not in the dreams and the minds of many Indians. It's not a mission, but it is a vision which you can take up and succeed. Thank you for giving me this wonderful opportunity. Thank you.